welcome back. If I ran it, I broke it today. That's about how it goes. I broke everything. Whoa, about went down, broke a hip. But anyways, today running the slasher just like any other day. Everything's fine. Worked back there, cut some hardwood, came up here to cut pine. And well, if you look on that tree, there's a limb broke off. That limb decided to catch my boom here, and John didn't see it. That's the main problem. I didn't see it. So as you can tell, there's two over here and not two over here. Two are gone. So how this works is most all our fittings are like this right here. Okay, that's actually a 5/8 hose down to a 1/2 inch fitting. Okay, now what we do on that whole chipper is there's like no 5/8 hoses on there. It's 1/2 inch or 3/4 or 1 inch. Okay, pretty much all you deal with. That's all we deal with. On everything else is we don't even carry 5/8 hose in our tool trucks because it's just one more hole size of fittings we don't usually use. So whenever we get to 5/8, we always switch to 1/2 inch. That's kind of how we do it. Only problem is this one, most everything we use on our fittings are female. Okay, even on the chipper, the fittings on that are all female. You all have something like this that comes out to a male and a female. So all your hoses have female fittings on them. And that's how it kind of works. Except for right there, you have all female fittings here at the top. Oh no. Let's switch everything to male. Let's go male 5/8. So all that cluster is all 5/8 male to 5/8 male. All back there is 5/8 male, and then right here is 5/8 male. Well, I have 1/2 inch male for 1/2 inch hose, but I don't have anything 5/8 male. So we're running this. Logs are coming up. The limber's out there running. I got a skidder here. Okay, now we're gonna hammer some pine. I cut one bundle of pine, and I cut 2 12/8, and I smacked that limb, and that's as far as I got with the slasher day. So now I have nothing. I mean, see, I can change all these from there. I can change those. I can change any of these. Switch them to 1/2 inch. We're not dealing with 5/8. Not going to have it. I have 1/2 inch to 5/8 because on that grapple, a bunch of those are 1/2 inch to 5/8 that go around the loop there. So we have those. But I don't have any of the male. So thanks, Serco. That was the first problem. That was the last problem that finished the day off. Was right there. So now this is stuck here. I mean, I can put caps on and move it, but so basically I'm gonna go to the shop and see what they have for fittings. I tried to call them here a minute ago and didn't get an answer. So I'll give them a call back, and then we will fix this. We'll fix this in the AM. So that's broke down. And as we chipped today, well, it was the first load of the day. I knew there was problems. I couldn't get wood through it. And so as you can't get wood through it, you can figure out what's not working. I looked and I could see my chains moving on this one, chains moving on that one. So if you lift that up, push down on that, if no wood goes through it, then your problem's down here. So that's what happened. And then if you lift that up, push down on these two, and it pulls the wood through, then you have a problem back here. So I figured out I had a problem back here. I actually can still load trucks. It just takes me about 15 minutes longer per truck, and I pull out a little bit of hair every load, which I don't have a lot to spare, but do what you got to do. So what has to happen is I got problems in this hydraulic motor back here, and I need to fix it. But you can't, I don't want to tear it out. If you tear that out, unless this is the only apps we don't have a spare, which I don't know if we do or not. I tried to call, excuse me. If you tear it out, then you get into trouble. I guess we could tear it out, couldn't we? If you tore that, well, you got your hubs inside. I don't like to tear it out. And it's free spin in there, but the problem is you got to cut that weld. See how she's welded. You have to cut that, pull this out, and see where your problem is in there. It's still turning. I grabbed the feed wheel and turned. You could hear them sound like the motor turn, but I don't know. So needless to say, that's got to come back out. But I really don't want to change it until I have another one here. So, like I said, I can still chip. It just takes me longer. And if you look in there, that tells you it ain't chipping because it's all covered in dirt or bark and needles and garbage. And that feed wheel needs some teeth welded in there. But yeah, the bottom one ain't moving at all, which is these two here are like your most important. But anywho, that's what I broke today. We got to get that fixed. But I ain't gonna tear it out till we have one in hand that I can swap it. So, chipper's still runnable. Slashers, I could put caps on those and run it. I just don't know if those are the hoses for your turn, grapple rotate, or your grapple open close. Grapple rotate you can get away with. Open close not so much. But it's a Monday thing. It sounds weird, but everybody says it's a Monday thing, and it's eerily weird what happens on Mondays, especially on short weeks. And the problem is I'm having a bunch of logs show up, which means I need that thing running to get ahead, and it's not. So I'm getting behind more and more every day. I don't know if you can see the logs out there, but there's logs scattered abroad that need to be slashed. Oak. And so the log truck was going to come in the morning. I'm going to tell them to wait because I can't move this. You're getting in and out of here. Look at that little mouse. You can't see it. It's right underneath the pine logs. He was going to grab hardwood, but with this not running, I don't know. Tell him to wait another day. Or, yeah, another day. That's a big red pine that Mike can't lift up. So I need to cut a couple butt logs off from that, because he can't quite get that up in the old John Deere stroker there. But yeah, the funnest things to slash are these pine, and I screwed that all up today. Pretty much. Just what a day. But yeah, that limb there, you can see. Yeah, that's the one that came off from that tree. I decided to put a damper on my day. Put me in a pickle, which means tomorrow I'm going to have to hustle. And then hustling is when you break stuff. But what do you do? So we'll fix those two hoses. In the AM, hopefully I'll go back and we have the fittings. I'll make both hoses. And you know what the best plan is? That's what I try to teach people that run chippers and stuff. Make an extra one and throw it in the machine. And then I'm going to get some more fittings and have those in the machine, especially the male ones. Female ones, both tool trucks have those. The males, no. I might as well throw it in the machine. So, just keep rolling.